What if I told you that the key to tackling some of the biggest frustration in your daily nursing practice, from that constant feeling of overwhelming and inadequacy to patient complaints about a basic comforts, lies hidden in a theory most of us learned in Nursing 101 and files away as dusted history? Why do we systematically overlook Florence Nightingale's most brilliant and fundamental insights in our modern high-tech practices? It's because it seems too simple. It's not entirely your fault. The system, our education, our whole culture around advanced nursing often pushes us away from the most basic. And yet, it's the most powerful principles. The explanation lies in something shockingly uncomplicated: the patient's environment. Yes, you heard me right. The environment, the fresh air, the clean water, light, quietness, cleanliness. Yeah, obviously you might be thinking, we know that. But hold on, do we actively use that knowledge consciously every single day with every patient? Or does it get drowned out in the rush for the latest procedure, the most advanced monitoring, the quickest medication fix? What exactly makes her theory so incredibly relevant to the challenges we face right now? With the stress, infections, patients, with all the factors, stress, infection, patient satisfaction, and why is it so damn hard to prioritize? Well, I have to be honest with you. There was a time early in my career when I fell into that trap myself. I was working on an incredibly busy floor, alarms constantly beeping, that distinct hospital smell, that mix of disinfectant and illness. It hung heavy in the air. I felt like a machine, checking vitals, giving meds, charting, running to the next room. I was good at the technical stuff, but I still felt drained. And I saw it in the patients. They were often restless, complaining about noise, the light at night, being thirsty. I felt genuinely frustrated. I was doing all the important things, everything I was trained for. So why weren't they more comfortable? Why did I felt so burnt out? And then there was an elderly patient, let's call her Mrs. Davison. She was particularly anxious and confused at night. We tried various medication. One evening, during a rare quiet moment, I just sat with her. The hallway lights was cutting sharply into the room. Her bedside table was cluttered with old trays. There was a low hum from some machine in the corner. Suddenly, I saw this room like Nightingale might have. The noise, the harsh light disturbing the darkness, the clutter, the lack of fresh air. I turned off the unnecessary humming machine, dimmed the hallway lights, cracked open a window, got her a fresh glass of water, and tidied her table a bit. I didn't say much. I was just there. She settled, not instantaneously, but gradually, and I felt calm too. Like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. And this wasn't a revolutionary new treatment. It was basic care for her surroundings. That night it hit me. I'd been so focused on the disease inside the patient, I'd completely forgotten the environment around the patient. Nightingale was onto something essential that I was losing in the daily rush. Return to the original setting. So there you have it. The paradox is that Nightingale's theory about the healing power of the environment is so fundamental, so intuitive, that in our complex modern healthcare system, we risk taking it for granted, or even dismissing it as too simple to make a real difference. But the truth is, without that foundation, both the patient's body and our own advanced interventions have to fight an unnecessary uphill battle. This isn't about going back in time, it's about integrating her timeless wisdom into our current practice. It's not either or, it's both and. So creating a healing environment is an active nursing intervention, just as crucial as administering medication or dressing a wound. But how do we actually do that during a chaotic shift? How do we advocate for it with colleagues or management? How can small environmental changes prevent big problems like false delirium or infections? That's a huge topic, and there's so much more to explore. If you're curious to hear more about practical tips and tricks and more about getting smarter on your nursing practice, then check out this video right here, where I talk much more about nursing, and YouTube thinks you will like this video, so I will be looking forward to seeing you right over there.